Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Monster Train. Today's episode is going to be a little different. If you're not in the know, the open beta for this game ends tomorrow. So I figured I'd do like a sort of thoughts video while I'm doing the daily challenge and just kind of talk about the game overall and focus less on my actual play. So it might be a little rough game wise, but I'm mainly using this as a platform to kind of discuss some of the pros and cons of what I've spent in this game, and just to give you a kind of overview of why you should even listen to me. So I have put 38 hours into this game in the last few weeks, and I even started making some videos, which if you look at my channel, there's no other videos. A few here and there, but that's pretty much it. So I just figured we'll kind of take it easy on this one and just see what my thoughts are, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree. But yeah, let's get to it. So I think I'm gonna go over some of my concerns first. I wouldn't really say concerns, but things that I'd like to see improved. So I think there are some. I know it's, again, I'm gonna preface this with, I know it's open beta. Maybe I should just type all this into the feedback form. I may write some version of that up. But I know this is open beta, things will change, so I'm not too worried about that. So balance issues. So I feel like there's only 2 clans right now. There's a clanless set of cards as well. And some of the cards definitely feel stronger than others, or different play styles. For example, stacking all your units on one row is really strong, and I know I've mentioned this in a previous episode, but there's hardly any counter to that strategy. The really only counter is, well, not getting the cards necessary, and also a sweep attacker, which I know of one, and that's it. Which, that'll change over time, I'm sure. But that's just really powerful, and just being able to stack essentially unlimited number of. Can I do this? No. Being able to do that unlimited number, it seems like I've never hit a limit. I've had like 8 people in one row. It just seems a little out there. So I'd like to see that kind of soft lock somehow, or yeah, I'm not really sure how to fix that. Which kind of rolls into one of my other. Yeah, I keep saying the words concern. I don't know why I took that. I wouldn't know why I say concerns, but one of my pet peeves, I guess, is that when you're doing the stack, it usually happens near the end game too, but the trying to figure out what's gonna happen damage wise, and like who's gonna die, who's gonna get a kill, all that seems pretty ridiculous, and I would say it's impossible to figure some of that stuff out without like a 20-minute calculator session trying to figure everything out. So relying on the preview of like what's gonna happen, I found myself doing way too much, and I usually like, okay, I want to do this, I'll make sure I have enough damage. And then even sometimes it says like, oh, you have enough damage to kill someone. I like won't trust it, even though like it's probably right. And then yeah, it just feels a little weird. I don't really know what you could do with that. Just the implicit trust that the numbers are correct, and like this X means this guy's actually gonna die before this guy dies, which, I mean, honestly, I haven't really seen that be an issue, but it's always like in the back of my mind, just because, I mean, you don't know a lot about me, but I do software programming, and I know how some of those things go with bugs and all that, which it's not like a huge concern of mine, but it's just something that I think about when I play. Getting back to some of the balance concerns I had, multi-strike. Speaking of, multi-strike is really, really good. Especially in the Hellhorn clan when you start with a multi-strike attacker. I don't know the numbers. Obviously, I know the developers have the card win numbers, and actually it would be really cool for them to expose that and be able to see what kind of cards have what kind of win rates. But I feel like the multi-strike decks are just generally more powerful than other archetypes of damage. Which, I mean, that's fine, I guess. I know there'll be more variants of like attack possibilities in the future. Well, I'm sure there will be, but just feel like every time I have to go multi-strike, have to go rage, have to do something, even if the final boss cleanses me of buffs and debuffs, I still feel like that's a better play. Just generally, to even get to the final boss, I always struggle with the Awoken Sentient. I know they can work, but the multi-strike just seems to be able to fit in more kind of playthroughs. Sorry for my horrible play, but it's the nature of the thing. I was gonna record and then talk over it later, which probably would have been better, but my setup is kind of janky for that. Not too many. I mean, I'm kind of nitpicking here. It is open beta again, like I've said, but hold on to the good stuff. It will be a lot better. The content, the lack of content. I mean, I put 40 hours into it, so how can you really say it's a lack of content? But having only 2 clans has started to feel a little stale, I'll say, after 40 hours. I'm definitely wanting more. But I know they're working on, I think, at least 3 more clans, so that's I cannot wait for that to start kicking in. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just, the state of the game as I'm playing it. These are my thoughts, type of thing. Having 2 paths is fine for all this. It starts to feel a little samey, even though the things are every interaction point is randomized. Yeah, you just start to expect, what's coming, and the concealed caverns are a nice touch to kind of throw things for a loop. But even that, I feel like I've only had like 6 or 7 different variants of what can happen there. But I mean, that's gonna come with time. I know they're working on it, so even this build of the public beta is also probably out of date to what they even have right now. So I'm not really worried about that content piece. Even other games that are similar have only 4 different kind of factions. Of course, I'm referring to Slay the Spire, if you don't know. They have 4 factions right now, and they only launch with 3. Which, I mean, that's going to be a comparison that you're just going to see. And I think it's valid. I don't think it's wrong to compare this game to Slay the Spire or games like it. I think they're both good in their own right, and I have room for both in my library, if you will. My guy died. Yeah, and then the last thing, which is totally 100% user error on my part, is that I could not figure out how to get Hell Rush to actually work. I tried it like... this guy could do 35 damage. Let's switch. I tried a few times to play the Hell Rush game mode. I clicked the button and like go to Discord and post a link, and then no one would join after like 5 minutes. So I don't know if I was like doing something wrong, or I don't really know what I was doing. So I hope they kind of clean that flow up a little bit and make it easier. I think for the public beta, having like Discord integration and stuff is very cool. I think that'll be really helpful. But I just don't know that for a final release type of game, you would want that. I definitely would like it to stay inside of the game if possible. And that's kind of all my cons that I had on my list here. I mean, I don't really have too much to say bad about it other than those kind of nitpicky things. The game is just really good. Obviously I put 40 hours into it, so I just instantly got hooked. When I saw someone else play it for the first time, I was like, whoa, that game looks really good. I haven't played Slay the Spire for a while now, but I played that in kind of the same fashion I'm playing this. It's just balls to the wall, play it. So it was good to get something fresh out of that. Alright, enough of the negatives. Kind of flying through my list here, but some of the good things, the things I like. This game is really well polished for a open beta. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I haven't seen that many bugs. I know they're there, but it seems like they're very active in fixing a lot of the issues that have come up. I know the Discord is very what I want to say here. Discord is very active with feedback generally and bug specifically. So I don't really, I mean, it's just good. It's just very well polished. The game runs well. The sound design and all that, just everything fits. The cards are awesome. They have little animations on them. It's very cool. The animations of the actual units in the battle are really cool. And they just run smoothly. And yeah, it feels really good. The game just feels good to play. Yeah, so the game polish is good. I don't know if there's anything I could bring up about that, but yeah, I think that's good. Another component of the game that's really cool is the synchronous daily runs. So if you see here, actually, people are playing. I'm not connected with these guys anyway. Except that we're all playing the daily mission. So they'll like show where they are, what their score is. It's just really cool. I really like that feature. You can like emote to people too. I think it's kind of small feature, but I think it's really cool how they did that. And I enjoy when games put in little features like that that are just quality of life and just a good feature. I don't know really much to say about that. This is really cool. I like that feature. Even when you're playing, if you like make a custom game, like I was seeing a streamer do this, you can make a custom challenge, generate a code, post it to the people watching, and then they can play along, and they'll show up in this list. It's just really cool. It's a good community feature. Yeah, I kind of touched on this a bit. Just the different clans, the Awoken and Hellhorn. Very unique personalities. I was watching one of the devs stream. He might be like the CEO. I'd have to double check. But he was streaming and he mentioned that each clan essentially resides in one of the levels of hell, which is cool to kind of give some sort of like lore-ish to that. And they all look unique. Some of the demons kind of can look similar-ish, but they all do different things. They all have different abilities and different animations, and just really well done. The level itself, the train, the whole concept is really cool. I like how they kind of incorporating fighting the angels and stuff instead of being the angel and doing the fighting. I like that twist on things, which you can say is kind of, it's been done before, but pretty much everything's been done before, so. But I think they took it in a different way that separates it from most other games that I've played personally. So that's cool. So yeah, I brought this up before as well, that Discord and the community there is just really cool. Everyone seems to be really hyped about this game, which is it's contagious, I would say, but it's probably bad phrasing for 2020. Yeah, it's just really cool. Everyone's like posting their scores, they're posting their custom challenges, like how I was doing. If I just play a normal game, after I finish, I can generate a code and share that. I've done that several times and got some feedback from the people over on Discord, which is really cool to have that kind of integration so early on, to be like, they have a Discord up and running, it's official, it's, you know, they're really putting effort into building up the community now instead of trying to tag it on later. So I really enjoy that they're doing that. Speaking of that, you can link the runs as like a HTTP link you can post, and then people just click on it and they can they can launch a game from that link, and it'll go right into the custom game, which, I mean, it's definitely a quality of life. It's good for quality of life. Sorry, I'm like thinking and trying to talk. Isn't that weird? Yeah, so I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that's a really cool feature, and that I kind of wish more games did. I know it's gonna be kind of weird for non-power users. Um, and it would be, I could see a argument for having a browser or something in the game. You know, like, oh, this guy posted that game, like this custom game with these modifiers. Let me go check it out instead of needing to go like into the Discord or like Reddit or something. I actually don't know if they have a Reddit. Actually, I don't think they do, but go on to social media. I think Discord's like their main place of communications. But it would be nice to see that in game, but just having that functionality is just really cool. I haven't really seen many people do that before. I mean, it mostly finishes on my list. I think the last thing I'd say is just this game is fun. This game is it's just fun. There's not really anything else to say about that. It's just a solid game. I'll definitely keep it on my radar for sure. But I probably will put it aside. I haven't since the open beta ends tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to make any videos past this, so this will be my last one for now. I definitely hope to be back when it releases in full, and hopefully actually get a chance to play some of the closed beta, give some more of my feedback. But I feel like they have things pretty well in hand, though. They know what's fun. They know, they know how to make a genre like this. It seems. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm really looking forward to the future of this game. I'll be watching it closely. And if you guys will have me, I'll definitely want to keep making content. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna cut the video here, and then we'll come back at the end of the game and see how I've done. All right, welcome back. That wasn't very long after I stopped, jumped ahead in time, and we lost on that same floor that I was showing. I wasn't paying too much attention to what I was picking and the healing, and things were doing. The whole board was taking 2 damage. So I mean, I wasn't really looking to get a win here. I was just doing something while I was blabbering. Yeah, so I mean, that's gonna do it for me for now. Like I said, I'll hopefully be back in the future. Looking forward to all these new features, 3 more clans, new events, new bosses, 100 more cards, 100 plus more cards, 30 more artifacts, and then a logbook. Definitely with the logbook. I didn't really mention that in my ranting because I knew it was gonna be a feature. But definitely want to see that going forward. All right, that's going to do it for me. This has been Kaz playing Monster Train. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you later. So, GG's.